Oh yeah, cool. Freaking awesome.
Gotta bring my Hispanic side out a little bit. I need to go over my Spanish.
So I'm trying to do too, bro. I'm trying to let that stuff. It's just it comes so naturally to that in Armenian.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. What up?
What's up?
It's FB3 and Sino Evo of the Ghost
We
Mob.
going live. We are live.
Yeah.
I just kind of ran over cables over here, bro. Oh. all right. Yeah, what up, YouTube? What up, world?
What's up, guys?
Let's go.
What up, people?
¿Qué pasa, raza? It's your camarada. You know it's the hella paisa, the one and only who wants hella tacos with hella salsa, even though it's not Tuesday, but every day is going to be a Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, that's for sure. Here on Taco Network. Welcome to tonight's podcast. Here on Taco Network, it's Taco Night Live. Let's go. Yeah, I don't have my soundboard right now. I was telling my boys right now I was having trouble connecting the soundboard.
Oh, we understand.
So we could have had the whole audience, like 1,000 people, but yeah, technical difficulties. Brum, 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 brum. See, I'm making my own sound effects now.
Happy to say the best of us, man.
We're back to 2021, man. Yo, ¿qué pasa, raza? Welcome tonight to another episode here on Taco Night Live, Taco Network. Tonight we got some very special guests. Want to introduce very good friends of mine, you know, even though I just met them literally like an hour ago, maybe 10 minutes ago, you know. But, you know, I want to introduce my boys from Visalia, right? To get that correct? Yes, from Visalia. Introducing Sino Evil, FB3. It's Ghost Mob. Let's go.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Thank you for having us, man.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming through, man. I heard the project, bro. It's fucking dope, bro.
Man, thank you,
honestly,
man.
Bro, I was
Real,
really...
I don't fuck around on this show. Everybody knows that. I keep it up, you know. I keep it 1,000. Like literally, it's a good project.
I really
and I'm not just gonna, you know what? Let me take that back. It's not good. It's fucking dope.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that means a lot, bro. That means a lot.
You know, hearing it today, because today I was hearing it more like back to back, especially because I like to pay more attention. I always do something where like I'll hear like just like today, Kendrick dropped his album.
Yeah, I was just listening to that too.
I've already heard it.
Really?
Yeah, I heard it already, but I'm like,
my God.
I still haven't heard it. You know, you got to go back and hear it again, catch what you know missed, and just like your guys' album, I heard it all, but guess what? I left Kendrick's album to the side. I was like, I need to hear this more,
dude.
So I just like let me knock this Kendrick out real quick. because I'm at work with my earbuds and shit. Heard it real quick. All right, let me go back to Ghost Mob. Heard it again, so had to knock it out a little one more time before I came back in here. So
Appreciate that,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. That is an honor.
So is it the same day as Kendrick, by the way?
He
Or I
really-
mean, because you sent me the SoundCloud, is it that means you dropped it yet, or?
Well, so I was
Or was it private?
sending out some so I uploaded it on SoundCloud, but it's private.
Okay.
And I was showing my closest friends, like of course the Ween, she got it first.
Let's
and
go.
look at that.
Yeah, shout out to the chat, man.
Absolutely.
Much love
Yeah.
to the chat.
Que pasa, raza, here too. And so I was sending it to my close friends, and obviously I was gonna show you and send it Frank and Mama and all that stuff, but yeah, so
I'll say
I really appreciate you listening to that.
Yeah,
Just like the production, your guys' the lyrics, the whole style behind it, bro. One thing that I could really, because I'm a hip hop fan, obviously, like the way you guys created your own original sound to it, that I really didn't hear. I'm pretty sure I heard some type of like influence behind it.
Yeah,
but
there was a lot of
But I
influence.
definitely didn't hear no biting shit. I definitely heard a lot that had to do with like some new shit, original shit, and it's definitely something that you guys could continue doing and just keep elevating and
Right.
your own sound in your own world, just like I tell everybody.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right on. There was a lot of influence onto that.
Yeah.
I will say that for myself. It really meant a lot especially when you start saying everything like that.
Yeah.
This is actually like our very first album that we worked on. I was like on and off on music wise, and then when I met Sino, and he told me everything that he did, I was just like, man, let's work on it.
Yeah.
And he came up with ideas after ideas, and once I started listening through, it made perfect sense to come up with our unique ways. But I also want to show homage to all of the artists that I listen to. It's my way of paying respect to them, because if it would be no FP3 if it wasn't for these artists.
Okay.
In my opinion.
So I mean, we could get into that right away. Like, who would you say would be some of like influences that you guys had, like, or at least how about yours, and then then you could tell me yours.
For me, Tech Nine, man. Tech Nine was my favorite artist. So I grew up listening to Tech Nine.
And I heard
He's with Hobson on the when they did that like joint album when what was that called?
They do have a song called
it was not Undermined, or it was like Unhinged or something.
No, it wasn't not exactly Unhinged, but they do have plenty of songs together. They have one of the songs I heard was called How You Like Me Now.
Yeah,
that was
okay.
Yeah, he goes like,
blanking right now.
yeah, he like SWIZZ and added.
You know what? I've heard him on Team Backpack.
Yeah, he was on Team.
Yeah,
Backpack.
yeah. Now I know who you're talking about, because as soon as I thought about because I'll run fucking names in my head.
Right.
Team Backpack. All right, now I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Swizz was also a big influence as well.
And
not only that, man, we do have a little bit of surprise. The EP that's coming up, Swizz is gonna be on it.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, I was so crazy because
You guys got a verse from him? Damn.
And he was like, I really appreciate, and I'm not trying to
No, go for it, go
but
for
I
it.
appreciate the fact that he actually some people, if they were doing it like a feature or something like that, it's like, and obviously they won't really immerse themselves in the song. It's like kind of their own thing, exclusive to what they're trying to do. Or the way he interacted with us in the song showed that it wasn't like just a feature. It was like an interactive and collaborative effort. And that's what it felt like, even though, it was a feature. It felt collaborative. And I appreciate that, because, it takes a little bit of extra thought and consideration. So I appreciated him doing that. But
And funny enough, our very first song together was actually with Swizz.
Yeah?
Yeah. The first songs that we recorded together, it was Swizz was on it.
No wonder you guys went like hard as fuck then, because you guys basically had like that, like,
no, dude.
yeah, you guys had already like your foot on the gas, but it seems like Swizz put it on both y'all foots and went, like, you know what I'm saying?
We realized how we realized with that song especially, because I was really proud of that beat too, and the way that, and I've all like he mentioned his, and I'm not gonna, I know you're in the middle of naming your interest.
No, do your thing.
But we have a lot of the same. We have a lot of like similar inspirations.
Yeah.
Where we came from, and that being like horrorcore too, and not just like the horrorcore scene, but like Tech Nine.
Yeah.
Hobson, strange music, that stuff. That's what I like grew up on too.
Okay.
And so when we kind of started exploring that sort of aspect, like the kind of scary stuff, and then when we brought Swizz on, that was a big deal too, showing like I don't know. It just showed us, I feel like, what we're really capable of in that sphere. You know what I mean? Because like hip hop is kind of an intimidating thing to get involved in. It can be weird because you can really rub people the wrong way. and even though, you know, cause I'm like a rock background too. You know what I'm saying? So when you're going into hip hop, it's like holy smokes. But it showed us really what we're capable of. Especially in getting him on there was just like. Yeah, the perfect little bit of sauce on top. I felt like
it was an unbelievable moment. But like personally, it was like my little personal dream come true of that happening as well.
Yeah.
We do
Especially
have
the first song. That's crazy.
I know,
yeah, and I know coming up, we do have another song coming up with one of Tech Nine's artists as well, Scarecrow, the Nut House.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, I haven't even heard of him, dude.
Yeah,
Maybe I've seen the name, but
I think he just recently signed with Strange Music. In fact.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I have maybe.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on our.
Is he a Cali artist? He's from here?
Nah, he's from Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another artist that I like a lot from Strange Music. It's probably like his best artist he has right now. If you could name who he is.
King ISO? Or?
Yeah, there you go.
ISO, yeah, he's a monster, right?
Yeah, dude. Speaking of him, he has a Vicella artist on one of his projects too.
That is tight.
I think you know who it is. Remember Linz?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I heard that, and she told me that she was working with him like years ago.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know that she actually was a feature on one of his songs. I said she told me that she was like working with him like years ago, and she didn't tell me that she actually featured on one of his songs.
Yeah, on the album. I'm like, dude, that's
I'm jealous, bro.
Hey,
nah, that's all love, man. Just
so, and then now that you guys mentioned, that, I feel like that's almost like similar because there's always, Hobson's always had a big connection with Strange Music.
Yeah.
So it kind of, especially in that world, like the same fan base, if you're a fan of Hobson, you're obviously a fan of Tech Nine. And
that's a matter of
you
fact,
know what I
too.
mean? So all the Funk Volume, was it his record label?
It was Funk Volume, but I think now it's Undercover Prodigy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I thought he changed his name to that.
Nah,
and I was like, what? And then he's like, no, that's his.
There's been a lot of adjustments.
Yeah,
a whole bunch of adjustments and everything too.
But
there's already a Prodigy.
But true. But
actually, another Central Valley connection. Hobson's music video director. He's from Lindsay. George
Roscoe.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard George Roscoe.
Yeah. So that's another connect right there. That's like, you know what I mean?
There's so many stuff happening right here.
Yeah, dude, and we're like in the middle of it. That's why we gotta let the people know, what I'm saying, that it's like it's not dead here. There is things going on, what I'm saying? Like
it ain't, man. It's like
there's
a lot bits and pieces at the time.
Yeah, there's a lot going on that people need to be aware about that where they're like, oh, there's nothing going on here and shit.
I feel like
especially music connected,
Yeah. The Central Valley has its own unique, and as everybody says that, but I genuinely feel like the Central Valley has its own unique sound.
It does,
because there's so much of it. I don't know if you were gonna continue with like all your different influences. I was
gonna bring up one or two more, which was in fact, the part of Strange Music. Brother Lynch Chung was one of them.
Sacramento
legend, Brother Lynch Chung and X-Rated.
Ooh,
so those
guys are in my like top 10 for sure. Yeah,
I've always been to horrorcore. Like my pops introduced me to Lynch and X-Rated, and I grew up listening to both of them.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
those nobody can match those.
Oh, you can't,
like that type of rap. Like who raps like that? You know,
because they're willing to push the boundaries of what's acceptable, like genuinely acceptable.
Yeah,
so you got to know your limits nowadays.
Yeah,
unfortunately, but you also got to bring up your inspirations as well too.
Yeah. Well, okay, so like when you get into like I said, hip hop can be intimidating to get into, and it's not like I'm unfamiliar with it. I have a huge appreciation for rap and hip hop.
Let me get some water while you're saying that.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Go for it.
I have a huge appreciation for rap and hip hop, right? And there's something that I really value about not just crafting beats. I love making beats, and I've produced the beats on this project. You know what I'm saying? I produced the beats on this project, and I put so much time and effort in that. But not just that, I also put so much time and effort into my lyricism, because there's something about being able to craft sentences and phrases. Mama, you wanna?
I have some.
Okay. There's something about it being able to craft these your phrases in a clever fashion, and also working consonants and making it percussive and making it flow perfect. I have a huge appreciation for that, right? And also you want, I mean, as much as you don't want to be a people pleaser, you want people to be able to like take you seriously. You know what I mean? And hear what you have to say and derive meaning from it because it's meaningful to you. You know.
So he's very quick on making beats. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, at one point,
really,
yeah, he makes them unbelievable and they're pretty fast as well.
Well, I think that comes a lot because I mean I already known you for a while. You could play the shit out of a guitar.
Yeah,
and drums, and you pretty much
he knows how to do everything.
Musically talented. So,
because I remember like one time I came to his crib and like he hasn't even made a beat yet at the time, and not even 10 minutes went by, the beat's already done.
And that was Alter Ego though. Wait,
yeah,
no,
it was not. I don't think it was Alter Ego.
It was the guitar one.
It's not. It wasn't Daytech, was it?
No. Oh, I'm trying to remember.
How long ago was this, by the way?
Was it Telly?
No, it must have been Telly.
But that was before Telly. That was when Telly was like in a skeletal stage. But before we get into that, I just want to say, I appreciate what you said. You know, you said it didn't sound like it was biting. Because like, I'm trying to do something super unique. And like I said, I'm super meticulous. And I wanted to make sure everything was absolutely perfect in the production, mastering. Lyrics too. Obviously, in rap, lyrics have to be important. And you cannot compromise quality with subpar anything, you know what I'm saying? So I had to make sure it was perfect. The fact you said that, I appreciate that because I do have a lot of influences, and you know, obviously over time you kind of hear different things you're pulling from, and I was making the point that whatever intentions you go into with a project, they change as you evolve. Even if it's in a 5-month span, you change a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have plenty of influences that even went into this album. Some of those being right. I'm a big fan of like. Of course, horrorcore. I started off on like, you know, Hops and Tech 9. Cess Crew. I love strange music and all that.
Right. Shout out to Cess Crew.
Lyrically speaking, Cess Crew was huge for me. I love Kendrick. Kendrick's a big influence. Kanye West, beat making, the way he produces, it just clicks with me personally because sampling too.
Yeah,
I love to chop.
You know what? If I would compare your producing, it's a lot like Kanye.
That's what I was saying, because I love to chop it up and not just make like loops. I like to make them kind of cohese and overlap so it's not super predictable what's going to happen. So I appreciate that. Dude, that means a lot. And
that's amazing. Yeah.
And yet it's like, it's not like you're even doing it like kind of like saying like it on purpose to make it sound like that, you know? Because I'm even one of those people that I'm so like... what's the word? I'm like is it connoisseur? Like I pay so much. Like I could tell.
It is kind of like a connoisseur way. I know what you're talking about.
Like I could tell. Like he tried to do that there or something type shit. You know. So it's like with yours, it's like whoa.
I try to make sure stuff flows. Like I want to make sure that if there's like a point that I do like to jar people, like subvert expectations. Like on the last song, there's a lot of like and like sort of
chop and screw.
Yeah, like chopped and screw, like some what is it called? Like weird stalls in the middle and stuff. I do like doing that. I come from a metal background too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I like. That's why I like that one song. The one it's very short, but it's like the
lot. I think it might be
it's like an interlude. It's like where you're like and then right away you come in yelling on top, screaming,
stuff like that. Yeah. But I also like to make sure everything flows seamlessly. But another big thing for me has been Brockhampton. Surprisingly,
of course,
amazing.
Brockhampton is crazy.
I'll go on YouTube and just hear Brockhampton type beats.
Seriously,
yeah.
They did something really unique too because they were just literally a bunch of guys. And I mean, Joba, the dude there was Joba. He was one of the producers, and I like his stuff a lot. And they had like 3 producers, I think, over the course of who would all work together, and it kind of changed. But coming from like Joba's like a sort of piano rock kind of guy. He comes from a sort of really big.
It's almost similar to like the Slipknot, where they're a little bit off Carefree too of their production as well.
I think. Well, I was like, in terms of just how they meld so many different styles.
Right.
Like, I love them, and hardcore. There's a hardcore band. Well, plenty of hardcore bands I love, but one in particular, his lyrics, right, like his vocal style, is so unusual, and it just draws your attention. I love it. I love him. I love this dude. His name's is Peter Rono from Kaunashi, but they're out of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And they actually just came to Fresno, and I met him again.
At Strummers?
For the second time. No, I saw him at actually the Destruction Warehouse. It was like a small venue, but they were like tearing it up. There were people throwing elbows and stuff. But Kaunashi's a huge influence to me too, just because of the honesty and visceral nature of their lyrics. It's not like typical metal where it's like. And no disrespect to typical metal, but there's like there's just sort of this you know how net metal's like, oh, I can't believe they've done this to us, you know, that kind of stuff. And,
Okay.
you know, very, like, grandiose. What their stuff is more, like, speaking from the point of view of, like, a young man. And they're very down-to-earth terms. Like, they're struggling with SSR, like they're put on SSRIs and they struggle with their mental health or something like that, you know, or they're, you know, love lost and unrequited stuff and having air drama with friends and stuff. But to a point we can all, it's not petty or, like, foolish. It's, like, very... It gets the most visceral nature of those issues that we really deal with, and I really dig them and the honesty of their lyrics. So anyways, that being said, those are some big influences to me. And Eminem, everybody every time I show them the music, they always say, I'm getting Eminem vibes. But
See, yeah.
Well, Swizz is like that's his favorite rapper, isn't he?
Yeah.
I remember there's a song that Swizz, right now that we're talking more about him. There was one song where they say he raps a lot like M.
A little bit.
I think it's because of the ad libs. You know,
it might have been Eminem kind of gave me a big inspiration of the EP of an idea.
No, Eminem's a huge inspiration, and I did expect though everybody to assume I was gonna say Eminem first, and like obviously Eminem's probably
you gonna get him.
He's the GOAT. M's the GOAT. Like if you're doing like real rap, you're always gonna mention the first.
You have to.
Besides Big and Pac and
you have to mention Marshall Mathers, man.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget Prodigy and Mobb Deep.
Oh,
and Tribe Called Quest.
Busta Rhymes.
MF Doom.
Yeah, MF Doom. Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
NWA.
Yeah.
Public Enemy.
Missy Elliott. Busta Rhymes. You got.
It's nameless. Who can say?
Yeah, there's just so much.
You brought up a Public Enemy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Public Enemy is amazing.
Well,
I was hearing them today.
Word? Oh.
Yeah. As soon as you said Public Enemy, I was hearing that shit in my car today.
Man. I love Public Enemy and
Fuck
Run
yeah.
the Jewels. Run the Jewels.
Oh, bro. Look, one thing I want to say about all these, like kind of like the inspirations and the people who've influenced your music, I could definitely tell what kind of like, say for instance, if someone invited you on tour or type of festival, I know where perfectly you will fit in like the lineup. You know what I'm saying?
When you say Camp Vlog, Odd Future.
Yeah.
You beat me to it. I was gonna say I just watched it all week.
Yes,
I think you would fit best with Odd Future. I think for me, I would just kind of start off with Chris Calico and Dizzy Wright.
Love Chris Calico, dude.
Man, shout out to both of those, man. Those two are.
Well, actually, it'll be way doper to see you in that lineup, which is like the
right,
because we haven't seen it in a while.
No, that is true. That is.
And Camp Flogna is more like they're barely being open-minded to like they barely got Sexy Red this year. If it would have been 2 years ago, Camp Flogna would have been like, get the fuck off the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like some kind, like even the dudes who do like outside the boxing, like obviously, and by the way, love Tyler the Creator, love Odd Future.
I could tell that's your shit. Yeah,
but. There's like, you know what, the people who try like they're outside the box, right?
Yeah.
They do something that no one else does really. They're kind of in their own lane, but it can be kind of some like, I'm not gonna say like elitism, but if you're in your own lane like that, it's hard to allow like these more mainstream people to kind of bring the more, sort of like raucous kind of. We're not raucous, but
it kind of helps to bring
such a different atmosphere. The fact he had Sexy Red on his last album was crazy, right? Like
I mean, believe it or not, like I know a lot of people they bash on Sexy Red, but honestly, her music is somewhat entertaining.
She actually is dope. When I was watching her, because I watched it online, the streaming, I was like, "Fuck, dude, she's so hard." I just told myself, like, "Damn, I can't believe I'm actually saying that."
Like that Get It Sexy song, that song goes hard. I'm saying that as now. That song is tight just to listen to.
Yeah,
like I'm just.
And there's real dudes in the crowd like going crazy over her. Like they really love Sexy Red, bro.
Yeah,
I just think people get hung up on the like sexualization.
That's what it is.
And obviously. That can be hard to stomach, but like when it comes to real, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You should definitely give people the benefit of the doubt and actually give them honest listen. Like she is really talented.
Yeah, she is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she can rap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Well, I would want to get more into like other artists, but we really want to talk about you more now.
Yeah.
And and it's dope to get that out the way because I like to talk about the whole inspiration and influence because that's what made it start. Listening to our favorite artists, watching our favorite artists, and they definitely inspire us to like, fuck, I want to do that even better or even doper. But one of the dope parts that I like more about you guys is that you guys are from the same city I'm from. Well, we're all from, which is the 559 Central Valley.
559. Yeah, I'm from Tulare.
There you go.
It's like 10 minutes apart right here.
I'm from Cutler Rossi. Everybody should know that. But I represent, which is the whole Central Valley, because there's too many of us, and there's a lot of dope talent. There's a lot of us that have that it factor that talks about. I see it in a lot of people that I fuck with, and if you've been on the show, it's because you definitely have it. You know what I'm saying?
Like I say, a lot of these the 559 artists, man, they don't get much recognition that they deserve. Honestly, I feel like all the 559 artists, man, they had their chances to blow up.
Mm-hmm. You're always shocked who actually came out of the 559, and you're like, what? That dude's from
and that does something to you. It really does help. Especially like us, like we are artists, and we see a big artist come out from our area, we're like, we could do it too. It automatically kicks in your head. If he could do it, you know what I'm saying? I just said that too again today with Kendrick's album. He has 2 different Mexican rappers that are coming up right now from LA. Jeez. And to me, I was like, that's a major dub. Like, that's a win for me. Yeah. Kendrick chose 2 rappers who are like underground. They're not even like big time, but he noticed them. Like, that just gave me so much like I wouldn't even use hope. If anything, it's like, oh shit, Kendrick is watching. Yeah,
he watches.
K-Dot is watching, and right now he's watching out for the fucking Latinos and the ones that are, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because the thing
Kendrick
is,
is a very aware dude.
Like,
not just like aware, but he is very well respected in the aspect. I know a lot of people they'll kind of throw in a lot of the gang stuff that goes on, but really it's like regardless if they're Bloods or Crips, or even like you could throw in Norteños or Serenos and whatnot, they all have that love for Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
and
because it's music at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's the impact that music could bring. You know what I'm saying? Because Kendrick definitely proved that when it comes to like the blue and red, that music definitely could just kind of like numb it. You know what I'm saying? Like music makes it doesn't stop it, but it definitely puts like I would say I think that's a good way to say it. Like numbs it.
Yeah, it
so it definitely makes it like right now it's peace, you know, but everything else is when it's, you know.
Yeah, like the thing about Kendrick is he's like loved by everybody, but he's not neutral. Like he has hard stances on things, and he stands for what he believes in, which I respect. Obviously, he doesn't like gang violence and things like that. And I feel like he's one of those kind of guy to try to bridge gaps, you know, from his own trauma. You hear about all that stuff. And I feel like that's what we need. We need people bridging the gaps. No one needs to be enemies right now. You know what I mean? So I respect that about him. Is that he is a like kind of he's loved by everybody, but he's not neutral.
Yeah.
And he doesn't play it safe. You know what I'm saying?
He's not neutral, but I think he is doing his very best to kind of end the gang violence.
Yeah.
And to be honest, At that point in time, outside of Nipsey Hussle, God rest his soul, Kendrick is pretty much that closest thing to pretty much end the blood and Crip violence. The closest person to do so, in my opinion. If you're able to bring both Bloods and Crips on the stage together, especially when he's performing the "Not Like Us" song, that there alone is already a big hit too.
Yeah.
It could put on
that day was nothing but about respect that day, bro.
Yeah,
there was major respect all day. People were doing their own things, and everybody was showing love back.
Oh yeah,
sometimes I'll go on YouTube and just watch it, oh, you know what, I want to watch some dope shit. I'll watch that.
Yeah,
that's like our new. Back in the days, people used to watch the Up and Smoke tour. That's our new Up and Smoke tour. People are gonna watch now the pop up. One of the things that I want people to know as they're listening to is that. So here in the 559, you mentioned Tulare, which you said that's where you're from. You're from Visalia. One thing we need to keep doing is, you know, networking with the whole Central Valley. You know, because not just because the whole gang side to it. Hate is always going to be hate. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be part of something to go hate on the next person. You know what I'm saying?
I think. Bringing in music itself, it could really stop the gang violence. And I think that's kind of one of the things that one of these days that I really want to push forward to and kind of do my part into ending the violence, or at least subdue it for a little while if possible.
Kind of put like just something different, and I guess because I see it as like it's kids at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because the kids, if you put it's like how I don't want to make it sound like, because if I were to say this like out of podcast, I'll be like saying like I'm gonna say it. It's like, man, kids these days are dumb. Like if you do something like they're gonna get something dumb. They're gonna get easily influenced by it. Yeah. So you got to do something like to change that way in order for them to be like, oh, that's dope now, or that's cool. Like, you know.
I just feel like music is something that people are exceptionally suggestible to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they made like a big deal out of video games or like what people are watching on TV, but really, dude, like music, people are super suggestible to that, and it's more so than they realize because it affects your mood, and like sometimes it's cathartic, and sometimes sometimes it makes you want to act like, you know, or you even go to a hardcore show and people like throwing elbows and stuff. Right. Like, I love that stuff.
Yeah, me too, bro. I grew up in it.
I can't do that.
Well, but at the same time, you realize that the music drives you to act.
Yeah, it builds that adrenaline.
Well, yeah. But it drives us forward. I mean, why else do we listen to music to even motivate us in the first place?
Yeah, you go to the gym. What kind of music do you listen to when you're in the gym? You know what I mean?
And I feel like, a lot of young kids can be foolish, but at the same time, we were all there. I was really, you know, in a different way.
Yeah.
I feel like, I honestly feel like, all I'm trying to say is I think that music especially can make us really suggestible. I think it's important. Like, in addition to what everybody's doing, to all these different artists or community leaders are trying to do to like bridge gaps and make peace, I really think that it's important for people to start taking what they say in music a little bit more serious. Like being serious about the craft, but also being more genuine. Like, being authentic about what you're trying to say is super important because people are going to read into that more than you can. And I'm not like an elitist by any stretch of the imagination. I love all sorts of music, even stuff that, you know, some would consider ignorant. You know, I understand there's a time and place for that. Right. But I'm just saying that people need to be more conscious about what they're saying. Yeah. And not just to try to play it safe, but to be more authentic to themselves. So if you're hearing something that's driving you to anger or something that's influencing your mood, at least someone is being honest about how they got there and what's driving them to be in that emotional state. And then you can actually I feel like better analyze your emotions at that point. If you're listening to that, it can become more of a cathartic experience because they're not just saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's like they're telling you why, they're telling you what drove them, what's their reasoning, what's the logic. And it works you through it. I feel like it's just being more like conscious about it.
Yeah.
It's important, and I'm not saying like our music is like clearly violent.
Oh yeah.
I read the description. It said that if you ever get in a car chase with a cop, make sure you play this.
With the windows down.
Yeah, the windows down.
But there is like an underlying theme to what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Too. And obviously, like I said, I'm a fan of.
Like, I think you fit it like in a movie, kind of like, you know what I mean. Yeah. There's music you listen to where it makes you feel like something, but it's just like. Right. Like fantasizing in a way, you know, exactly. and there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, definitely is. That's pretty much the whole thing on that.
Yeah,
it's on that fantasy too. But some people, they take that fantasy and really make it into reality.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why with my lyrics, and I didn't want to cut you off. But that's
you're fine.
Like, I say crazy stuff and I say some like I think some things that people genuinely wouldn't like.
Yeah.
On this album too, but
I think you've made it very creative to understand that it's kind of just to make it simple to say it's not like it's really true type shit.
And the thing is, like, the things I say on there, like, obviously some of it is exaggeration. I mean, we talk about like, sorry, trigger word, you know, the S word, like, you know, so we talk about suicide and stuff that, and mental illness and stuff, like mental health stuff. And those are thoughts that I actually think. Those are things that I actually think about. So when I'm ranting, I'm actually coming from like an authentic place. Like, it's coming from a very angry, frustrated place. But I try to explain my reasoning, and I try not to make it. I try to at least help there be an understanding and a train of thought, so that people can see how I arrived there. But, you know, obviously there's a level of ignorance. Like,
for people to help that, because we never mentioned the S word. It's like, if I'm hearing that, right, there's times where I feel like I want to commit that too, but just hearing that on a song, it might stop me from wanting to do that, because it's like that song cut that relief off. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, it's dope at the same time, even if you might think like, hopefully nobody takes this as like a direct influence, like to go kill themselves. It's more like, you know,
like it's I'm pretty sure everyone, they all have that feeling inside.
Yeah.
I do it for catharsis and relief. Like,
I
want people to jump. I want people to mosh. I want people to get angry, and I want them to be able to allow those emotions to flow.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a positive.
And then they go home with a big smile, and they go home happy. That's dope.
It's them to be able to show more expression. And like me in my personal life, I've always had a hard time to express myself, and I'm still working on that to this day. When, in fact, what music has helped me work on it. But speaking with that S word, I think what kind of helped me out a little bit is when I heard the song "I'm Sorry" by Jordan Lucas.
Oh yeah,
he made that song, and I ain't gonna front. I teared up because I felt the pain inside because I lost my cousin through that way.
Oh, that sucks, man.
But I appreciate it.
Sorry to hear that.
It kind of helped me. It brings me a little bit more light into it, better understanding of life. But yeah, stuff like that do help you express yourself.
Yeah,
and it's a work in progress for me, but it has improved by a lot. In fact.
That's dope, man.
Appreciate it.
And we have music to even help us too. Like like
Absolutely.
I know I deal with that daily. But I guess music when I'm by myself, bro, I'll kid you not, when I'm by myself and the only thing that can make me cry is like me listening to my own music back, you know? Like I'll be in the studio and I'm like hearing after I recorded something and I'm like tearing, I'm like fuck. I'm so dope, like, but I think it's more just the feeling of releasing something, and then you just really have a big heart for it, you know. So,
you also see how far you come too. That's what's so.
It shows on not just how far you come, but it shows on how much you improve yourself as a human being.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just about manning up, but it's just like being a better person, just to have that expression itself, to let it all out. Some people they do see that as a weakness, but I saw that as a weakness at one point too. I won't lie about that. But it is a truth that does make you a lot stronger as a person. Yeah,
that's so dope, man. All right, let's change the subject right here.
Really sentimental.
But it's dope, man. I want everybody to know too. I mean, anybody needs somebody to talk to. We always here, man. TALKO Network. Make sure you guys always reach out. We always gonna be here for y'all, man. I want to talk about y'all names, bro. The names are really, really dope. Now, the first one, let's just knock it out right away. It's GHO559MOB, right?
Yeah.
GHO559MOB. Now, the way you spell it is GHO559MOB. Yeah. Who came up with the spelling? Because first I want to know the spelling, and then why GHO559MOB. So why would just to hard represent 559?
In a way, yes, to represent it. It was actually his idea. He's like, how'd you like to come up with the name GHO559MOB? I'm like, F it, man, I'm with it.
There's actually an acronym why there's two S's. I dude, honestly, and I thought it'd be a lot easier. Because you know how like sometimes you'll read something and it's written with like numbers and stuff, but your brain puts it together.
Yeah.
Like something that's missing, it just puts it together because it's arranged like that.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be easier for people to kind of make it out, but then like someone called us like Go Suds one time. I said maybe this was a bad idea.
Yeah, like when I first pulled up, he's like, how you like the name GHO559MOB sound? I'm like, I'm with it. So I go to his crib and I saw the GHO559. I'm like, what the hell is this?
It's like another language, bro. Like I was like, man, it looked like I'm
with it.
But you know what? Your way of doing it, people will understand it.
Yeah, well, like that's what I love, the creativity of what he did with that.
The abbreviation was actually supposed to be God has offered salvation to spiritless things, and that's when I was actually doing when I was doing like my Spice and Eco stuff like back in the day, and so that was actually when I had been coming up with GHO559MOB, and then we started hanging out because we had a mutual friend, and so we met up because he does music, and he was and he was like, dude, so we came together, and that's when we wrote our first music together. But it's just God has offered salvation to spiritless things. Obviously the music comes from a very angry and a place, I feel, of like suffering in some ways, but I feel like it also shows that, like I said, the catharsis of that.
Yeah.
But it's showing that we struggle with like these underlying demons that we deal with, and it's kind of an opportunity for me to kind of express those darker sides. But there's also that reassurance too. You know, God has offered salvation to spiritless things, and that had to be a part of it, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
Regardless of the fact that the songs are more of an outlet for like our darker thoughts in our darker sides.
Yeah.
But like I still like there to be like a little bit of that light and hope and humor and like joy, like sort of like a joyful side in there too, like the more hype exciting side.
If anything, I don't think I ever, even though like it's, if anything, the genre, right? I don't think there was really like a dark side to it, honestly, bro, because I think if anything, it's the genre that we would say, because if anybody hears it, say someone like who's like an average ear person, they would say like, oh, this is some like horror rap or whatever you want to call it, right?
Just wait till the EP.
But like I said, like I hear it and I honestly just, it's like looking at this wall. It's just reminded me of like just hip hop. But at the same time,
I appreciate that so much, actually.
Yeah, and it's so hip hop, but it's you guys just created your own world, and you guys introduced me to it. It's like, okay, there's nobody's been through here. Like,
that's what I was hoping.
I don't even see posters of like other rappers here. Like, there's nothing like that. I get so into like,
we were trying to build a world.
Yeah,
when we went in there. It was a world building experience.
Yeah,
because you're introducing the audience to this for the first time, and they need like something to immerse them into who we are, what we're trying to present. Yeah. So I appreciate. I got excited right now.
I got excited right now because talking about worlds, the world has to have a vision besides just the one people are imagining in their head. When will there be a music video?
Dude, that's a good question. Once I stop filming with the iPhone 14, bro.
Okay.
Well, you can.
Well, how about this? This is because I'm just super excited right now. Like I will run off. Let's shoot a video.
I'm down.
Yeah?
I'm down.
Yeah?
I'm down.
I really had I love those like so
I'll show you ideas, bro.
Oh dude, for sure. I'm really into like the fast pace, like driving around, hanging out the window, like kind of crazy.
Let's go.
Like punk rock kind of aesthetic.
Yeah, that's my shit.
And sort of like that Beastie Boys kind of love Beastie Boys.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, we had like a little bit of bits and pieces for of making a music video on
like we gotta probably watch stuff you guys are talking about and then just smash them all together.
We had ideas for it on one of our songs, Aruba.
Okay.
He brought up that idea of going in the car and everything. So we had like bits and pieces of the video, but we just have it
for music videos, bro. I look at myself and I'm like, man, my ears stick out too far, man. I can't do this. I can't take myself seriously.
If anything, that actually makes it more like...
It makes it more unique, and it's like...
Yeah, bro. That's true. Yeah.
I got to get really close so I can't see my ears.
I wear my mask sometimes. So I'm trying to just go... Trying to do everything.
Yeah, like the type of shit I would want to do, like how you're saying shit right now, like how you're like your ears are too, but imagine doing that like in the middle of like a sunflower field, like you standing in the middle, like it'll just be because people expect like maybe like a beautiful girl in a sunflower dress, but it's you, like. You know what I mean? That's it's kind of like the shit like Lyrical Lemonade will do. You know Lyrical Lemonade, right? Yeah. He'll throw like a rapper who like Young Thug, the way he dresses, and he'll throw him maybe like in the middle of like a Chuck E. Cheese or something, and the music video will be so dope. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what?
And him on top of the rides and shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
Or like on how he did it with Corday and Juice WRLD, on how they kept swapping faces after the little verse.
Yeah, like cool. You got to make things that like if anything. If you make a music video where people are like trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing, but the song is there, people are focusing. It's like the song is very focused at the same time while they're focusing on what's on the screen.
Right. You know what I realized is you ever okay, so I want to say two things.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
First of all, again, like Brockhampton, some of their videos were actually really inspired me because I was listening to the song GHO559MOB when they had the thermal camera. That was crazy.
Oh shit.
And, then also the one that they did for Sweet. I like that one because they're in like the gas station. The camera, it's almost like they're like doing like switching between, and there's no like cut shots. It's like one continuous take of them just kind of jumping in the camera.
It went from the camera the guy was shooting with to the cameras in this gas station. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, he was holding it, but they were just they were in a car wash.
Oh, okay.
It was just, but I just love
because I just figured that's dope if you did that.
Film grain kind of. I love that film grain, or even old Suicide Boys kind of stuff too. Like the way that they did Paris.
Oh yeah.
Was crazy, bro. Or Dead Batteries or something like that.
And that's the type of shit I'm talking about when it comes to your guys' music. But at the end of the day, because I'm happy you guys gonna include me in if you guys are down. But it'll be dope to create your guys' own music videos, and awesome. I already have ideas in my head and shit.
We gotta freaking sit down and
for reals.
I wanted to say I don't know if I had enough. Shoot, I'm blanking now.
You're good. Shout out to the chat, by the way. I wanted to give shout out to the chat, man. We see you guys.
Much love.
Love the comments on there. Drop them comments.
I think Ween's taking off.
Oh shoot.
Oh, she said let's go. She waved.
Let's go.
So, but yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm blank.
You're all right, man.
You're good, man. Well, I wanted to say because we were saying what was the GHO stand for again?
God has offered salvation to spiritless things.
Let's go, man. And I know I always knew. I mean, from the last time you were here, we were talking a little bit about God and stuff, and it's always good to mention how blessed we are. You know what I'm saying? I have something like that too. It's called. I want to start a clothing brand because I have something called It's Okay. But I say it's okay.
Hey, you might find yourself a couple of ambassadors, man.
Let's go. Yeah. So like the IS okay. I was like IS okay, it's okay, and like all my songs, I always say it's okay for some reason. Like it's okay, and then and I think the reason I say it's okay, it's like saying it's okay, is because I did the IS okay for In Search of King, like basically like search for Lord, like look for God, Yeah. So right when you said that, I was like, oh, that's something like I have too, like something with God, Yeah. So
you got yourself a couple more ambassadors wherever you
yeah. One day I'm gonna drop something that says like IS and okay, like it's okay,
We'll do a little photo shoot and everything.
Yeah, and then you guys need to drop some merch, man. Ghost Mob.
Working on some stuff today.
Yeah.
Ghost Mob on the sleeves, and then
that'd be dope.
I have that phrase from Rubo where it said, I've got 3 sevens on my wrist, 2 horns on my forehead, and I say, where my halo at? She turned it into Michael Kors. So it's like, dude, toxic girl, she takes your halo and starts wearing it around like jewelry, So I was going to be like, oh man, that'd be a cool little quote. Maybe not that long. You don't
right.
No, you should.
Turn it into Michael Kors or something like that. It'd be kind of cool.
That is super dope, bro. I love that.
Personal.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Dude, I think I don't know how that, I think the miss bars.
He started the verse. He's like, "It's anything in person."
Yeah, my first off, simply the same personal. That's what I just came up out the blues.
And dude, now you gave me an idea. Okay, I don't want
to. So that's what you'll put.
Don't give too many of your ideas out. People will take them.
My shirt. Simply the same personal. I'm gonna put the same personal as my little logo shirt.
That's dope, huh? Yeah.
By
the way, too, if you guys need someone to print your shirts, my wifey does it, by the way.
Oh, dude! Yeah. Shout out to the wife.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They have vinyl and that new stuff they call, what is it called, DTF or whatever this shit. Like, direct to fabric. Yeah,
that is amazing.
Husband wife team, man.
Yeah,
way to go.
Yeah,
that's everybody's dream.
Y'all lucky.
All that we do, fucking mugs. Have a Ghost Mob mug, huh?
Yeah,
that'd be dope, dude.
I collect mugs.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, right now, my most recent one is a Snorlax mug.
Hey,
is it like the bigger one? A big one?
The one that's got his head and little ears sticking out.
Fuck, that's so Snorlax, dope. Bro. I just got we were talking about Thanos. I have a Thanos one, and it's just his mouth. So when you drink it, it looks like it's like half of his. Like you drink it looks like it's your mouth.
Sick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get like a Ghost Mob lighter from when I smoke my cigars.
Ooh.
So dude,
the what do they call the flicker lighters?
Yeah,
those are dope.
I was thinking we got to do vinyls and stuff. That was actually Ween's idea. She was like, vinyls. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I
have a boy who does them in Fresno.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, man.
All the 559s.
He's very nearby.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Man, it's amazing.
Yeah, so Fresno, there's a plug. I think if people are watching, there's a Fresno plug for vinyl, so if you guys need them.
Vinyls are coming, dude.
Yeah.
Vinyls will be coming.
And if you do vinyls, only make like a certain amount, bro, because you guys can make it what is it called? Like a limited edition.
Yeah.
You can,
1 of 50.
Yeah, you can sell them for like fucking $50 a vinyl, dude.
Ooh,
yeah.
Vinyls, dude. People love to collect vinyls.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking, how cool would this be? All right. Now here's the vision. Yeah. So, like, sample, like, so A side and then B sides with all the beats, so that people can sample our instrument.
That's
like how they used to do that.
On,
like, cassettes and stuff.
Bro, if you do that, I'm pretty sure like I did when I was a kid, when the Dr. Dre 2000 Chronic instrumentals, I was trying to rap like Eminem. I'm saying, so I thought it was a karaoke, but growing up I was like, no, these are rap instrumentals. Yeah, I was trying to rap to the songs and I freestyled to them growing up. So
that's how like some artists actually started rapping. You hear these interviews are like, oh, like I just had like a B-side with the
exactly.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Well, definitely 559's in the house. Yeah, and that's always that's why TALKO Network is like the dopest channel in the world, because it's here in the 559. And I love the fact that, like I said, you guys are like from my area, and when I hear something dope come from my area, I'm like, it's like a big like yes for me. Like it's not just another rapper who sounded like the last one. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
it's like I want to hear something new, and then I think it's even more doper that it's from the city I'm from. Like I consider Visalia being my city too, because I grew up here since I was a kid. My dad had businesses in Visalia, so I always grew up in Visalia. Even though I didn't go to school there, I knew everybody that was like my age growing up in Visalia. So that's a big thing that I love about you guys, that it's local. And then I'm pretty sure like if someone else hears you, I bet you a lot of people who follow the channel, they're like, where are these guys? Like once they saw the 559, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you guys, if not tonight, but during the week, you guys are going to get a lot of new ads from other artists,
that'd be awesome.
People who are from around here that you guys can network with. You know, like I can already tell you people right now, like, dude, you guys need to make music with like MC Wicks. Ooh. You guys need to make music with like Fash, you know.
No, yeah, we are open for anybody. It don't matter what genre.
Planet Asia.
Also got some fellas in LA who I've I
bro.
went to like the Cymatics, so they have the beat packs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So and they actually own Producer Grind and stuff, so they had like a big producer meetup that me and my mom, we went down, we took the train, and then we took the.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
I was hurt. Y'all went out.
That was like a month ago.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, they've been advertising for the Chicago one.
I was supposed to go to that shit too.
Dude, I would love to see you there. It was actually really cool.
You hurt my heart, man. You went.
You guys met hella producers,
no,
huh?
I was working. I was playing.
I know.
Producers, rappers. You guys met hella producers, rappers.
We met like a ton of people, and they're actually like genuinely great people who I like a lot. And but she went with me, and they actually had a stage, and it was a balcony party, and they were blasting this stuff. It was I was like, this is so.
Was there like people rapping too, like just like kind of like cypher stuff, or no?
Not really.
When I saw the video, I saw a film like
it was more networking.
They nod their head, actually checking it out.
Yeah, so. People phone to phones like, this is me. This, you know. Yeah, that's dope.
My buddy Michael and Wildstar too, and those guys are really cool, man.
Yeah,
that's
not
dope,
only
man.
That, man, but shout out to my boy Iggy the Pride, who's actually on the album as well.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, he's been like my childhood friend since like we grew up in Corcoran, and he makes music himself. So we were.
Where's he at right now?
So right now he's still in Corcoran as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so he makes his own music on SoundCloud and everything, but. Thank God that we were able to put him on the album. So just a huge shout out to Iggy the Pride,
and also two of our other fellows who have contributed, and so there's
Io
Adero Boy. That's my one of my really good friends for years now, and he actually did the hook for Armo.
Okay, yeah.
He was that dude who came in with the low pitch, and then my brother Renan, who was on the intro skit and stuff like that. And I really just appreciate him being a part of that. He's been a huge supporter of me. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to mention their collaborations as well.
Yeah. So. You guys have a little part 2 on the project, the little voicemail when you're on the phone. You're all, hello? Yeah, that's pretty dope when you do stuff like that too, when you put stuff on the music, you know?
Yeah. I thought that joke was really funny, dude. At the time I was like, man, this is going to be hilarious. And I'm not sure if... I don't want to like explain a joke after. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
I was just gonna say like clearly, Daytech, that song clearly goes off the freaking hinges with the stuff that we're saying, and so I just thought it was funny because his thing is he's like so flirting with a girl, right? He's like trying to like seduce her in a way, but it's like out of control. He's so out of pocket, and then we get to the point where I'm like, "Where you at, bro?" And then apparently. His efforts were successful, and then he's like, "Well, what happened, bro? How'd you do it?" He said, "I told her I listened to the dream." That was like all that stuff, and that's what it's. Like. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny.
He's like, so she like because of that, basically.
Dar was saying that if you guys do the vinyl, the album will look so dope.
Oh, dude, the cover, bro! I love the album cover.
That cover looks like so like. You know, like
reminds me of Korn, to be honest.
Yeah, like some shit from back in the day. It reminded me of like an old Wu-Tang album, bro.
Yes, dude.
Or the Mobb Deep or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's the writing.
That's facts.
The writing does it.
Yeah.
And dude, if I don't know if you saw, but his face, like his face is in the back too. That little skull.
Yeah,
face.
so that's my alter ego. In fact.
Oh, that's dope.
That's funny. And
yeah.
that was
Is there a name for it or no?
Yeah, so my alter ego goes by Wicked Ink.
Oh, okay.
So that was actually my original rap name at first.
That's dope.
Because I kind of focused a lot on the dark side. Plus, I was going through quite a bit.
Yeah.
And So like Wicked Ink has always been like my evil twin, and I despise him to this day. But I mean, I gotta live with him. I gotta love him.
Yeah.
So.
But when he goes Wicked Ink, he goes.
That's where my name comes from. Yeah, that's why I'm Gemini. Because like Gemini is the two-face.
Yeah.
It's like I'm, yin yang. So
see, it works out.
My evil twin.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
So
That's
the ghost in the background, if y'all see on the album, that's Wicked Ink.
Let's go.
That's my evil twin.
When he goes Wicked Ink mode, bro, he goes
there's
way out of pocket.
Yeah. The best artists all have that. The best artists all have an alter ego. I mean, there's Eminem with Slim Shady, Kendrick Lamar, like he has that. J. Cole has. Forgot it's his stepdad's name, his alter ego.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, it's called like Edward something. Yeah, Eminem. Like I said, Eminem with Slim. So alter egos is dope to have.
It's
you know
funny.
What I'm saying?
It's funny enough when brought Eminem with Slim Shady. I had the idea of. I'm pretty sure you heard "Guilty Conscience" 2 by Eminem on his.
Oh yeah,
yeah. By far my favorite freaking song of all time so far. And the thing is, I had an idea of having a song just like that. But Eminem did it, and now it gives me an idea of how to do it, but I want to put it in my own perspective.
And not just a single song, because this is going to be the alter ego saga. So after this album drops, and by the way, the album's going to be out on the 7th.
December 7th, people.
December 7th. I was going to say November 7th, but we're a little bit past that.
We're a little too late on that. December 7th,
yes. That's
when we're going to have Stop Sticks come out.
And so up until then, we're going to be like promoting and doing all that stuff. But we have another EP coming out. It's going to be the Alter Ego Saga.
Let's go.
So some stuff we've already been doing, but we're going to have like remasters of some of the singles we already have out. Just a little bit new and improved. Plus some newer songs from FB, which are going to be like obviously true to him, like true to his innermost thoughts and very like confessional nature, like a battle with your inner alter ego in this case, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit of some personal stuff that I kind of dealt with mentally, but it's like more on a personal side. But hey, sometimes that's the type of thing that you really gotta express yourself on.
Yeah.
When we brought that up. So I want to express that side a little bit more, just to get that tension out the way, to go back to that positive side.
How was like the creative process, like creating the album? When it comes to creating the album, when you guys created the album, were you guys like were you guys in the studio together, or was it more like, hey, I'm gonna send you this, you send something back? How was the process?
Go ahead. I know you've been waiting for this,
dude. That's such a dude. So most of the time, these beats that I made, for example, but a lot of times I was actually at school most of the times when I came up with them, because I'd be between classes and I'm working on these beats and I have the inspiration at any given time and I have to go down and sit. So a lot of these beats came up like when I was at school, the office, whatever, you know what I mean? Even sometimes like, I have a pretty relaxed job, so sometimes you get a time to slip in the office and then you can crack a beat. So a lot of these beats were made in an office. Just not in the studio though. I just feel like that was cool because it was all over the place wherever I was at. But the creative process in terms of like musical influence, like it was. Those are some like right there, right at the COS campus Tulare.
Okay.
That was right there, and I was in the downstairs thing working on half these songs, just right in that little room, that little hallway down there. So it's just like. It was a really intimate process for me and very personal, because it was like while I was partaking in everyday life, like going to class and doing these things, I'm every free moment I'm working on it.
Yeah. It's amazing. Go ahead. But it was like amazing on how he had all this planned out. Well, once he told me about it,
you can step closer to the mic. Yeah.
Like when he told
you can push it closer to you if you want to. The arm. Yeah. There you go.
When he told me about all the music ideas, I've had a lot of songs written. But my issue with myself is that I'll have 2 different verses for 2 different songs, but they somehow come together, and I don't know how. And it was like every single one of them, regardless if it was making love songs, going back to the alter ego skits, don't matter what it was. But when he told me about it, I'm like, okay, I could use one here, and I could rephrase or redo my verse, which actually fits with the beat and the type of story that he wants to put on his songs. So it was always like a great idea. I'm like, I could use this for here. Works out perfectly.
And the thing is, like, so I had the idea for like it starts out very general. I actually said this too. Like your intention changes as you change, and like your changes can, being people who love and consume music all the time. Your interests and what inspires you is going to change on a day-to-day basis. You're going to be catching ideas from everywhere. So originally the idea was really general, right? And I just wanted an opportunity to make something that sounded different. I wanted something that just sounded different, not like normal, like the trap stuff I used to do, which is great, no disrespect to it. I wanted something completely different and true to like all my different inspirations. And so I really set out to experiment. And also get into sampling too, you know, like chopping up soul beats and Latin beats and stuff like that. But my brother actually rented, who was on the opening skit when we're like running out the house and stuff. He was like, dude, you know what? These songs sound to me a lot like if you were gonna get in a car chase. And he said, bro, you should call it Stop Sticks and build it around the idea that these are things you can get in a car chase to. I said, you know what? Better yet, I'll raise you one. How about we build kind of like an underline, because like the songs can be enjoyed individually. How about we build it around the idea that we are in a car chase and all these songs are happening over the course of that. Like we just committed a horrendous crime. Now we're on a car chase, and then at the end we obviously perish fatally. But it's also like that's the idea where a bunch of songs you can get in a car chase to or drive to the windows down, like, you know, some aggressive stuff. Underlying narrative is also, you know, facing your demons and overcoming those things, to like having committed a horrible crime, right? Like, or something like that. Can be a metaphor for any horrible deeds that we have done in the past, overcoming those things over the course. And I've made sure the songs were arranged in such a way that they sort of told that story, like a narrative is suggested, but not like super on the nose implied, you know what I'm saying? But so it started off really broad in general, but as it changed, I saw them coming together in that way, and I decided, you know what?
It was a story on accident, basically.
It was a story on accident, but the way it came together, it wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
Right? Can you even call it an accident?
No,
I
it's
think it was just fate.
a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, blessing in disguise.
Couldn't think of the name, but yeah, blessing in disguise.
Well, from the way you just put it together, if anything, you just pretty much created a masterpiece.
Man, thank you, man.
Because if anything, the way a person creates a masterpiece, my way, if I would say it has to come with 100% passion. Man, like, I think that's like the ingredient to it, but the secret in getting to it, the secret in, like, you know, to the recipe, just like all of us have, we always say as a joke, it's love.
No, as a matter of fact,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so like,
you brought up passion, man. Like, yeah, this dude here is the definition of passion. Man.
Yeah, I've known that since the day I met him. Yeah,
he's a real definition of passion. That's where I definitely give his props at, because it's not even just like recording the verses. Like, he, you know for yourself that he produces, makes the beats all on himself. So he puts in way more effort than anyone would realize nowadays, and it's like an unbelievable aspect.
If you had a whole mob,
I appreciate that, really, dude. And this dude works constantly, and he literally can still find the time to come and work with me, and he is in his spare time, anytime he's able to, he's thinking of what he's got to do. But this dude has a job that makes him, that he's like working like 12 hours a day all week, you know what I mean? This dude still comes through to put this together with me and put his verses on there and like work with me. That like means like the world, you know what I'm saying? So like, don't like let him sell himself short either. This dude's got passion, so I appreciate that.
So as of right now, it's just you two guys. I mean, or is there more like behind?
We have a couple more people. In fact, I mean, you brought up IO was on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and you know, IO's actually out of state right now, but he's coming through actually in December, so we're gonna be recording some stuff with him too.
Let's go.
It's obviously just like, you know, he goes to school out there, so it's difficult, but like, he's been my friend forever. He's been my friend for years now, so it's like, obviously, regardless of distance, that dude's a part of the group, and my brother Renan too. I appreciate, like, you know, whatever he has been able to create, like, contribute in terms of like creative ideas and things like that.
He's such a genius.
He's a great dude. He you know, and like even the Stop Sticks album, I mean, that like, if it wasn't for that conversation we had, bro, it wouldn't have been Stop Sticks. It would have just been GHO559MOB, you know. And I appreciate what it is now. Like, it was perfect. I appreciate that he brought that up to me, you know, and at some point I'm hoping that he'll join us for live performances.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, damn. We brought performance, man. I miss performing.
We gotta perform,
man.
but that's the thing. It's so difficult to find.
It is
shows.
Performing like hip hop stuff.
I've only performed one time. It was in LA, and believe it or not, it was complete. I BS my song. It was a last minute song. I had no verse. It was just blatant freestyle.
It was you by yourself?
Yeah, it was me by myself. It was like at midnight. I was already tired working, and this is like for a competition, and I almost won $100,000, but someone beat it. Congratulations to the winner. This was about 2018 when this happened.
Okay.
And then I kind of, like I've been on and off on music. It wasn't really serious because I only had like the Smule app and just rapped random beats off of my phone. But it was like a little bit of an inspiration in a way. It gives me ideas of what I can add onto it.
Yeah.
But
what's dope is that you already have the experience.
yeah, it's just like that one time thing. I had my face painted and everything. Like I had funny enough, I had the Tech 9 face paint. At the time, yeah.
You did the black and white one?
I had just like a white cross. On
my
that's
head. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I did that. It was like at that time like my way of paying homage to Tech 9, all strange artists and whatnot. And as my first time performing on a BS song, I mean, I was surprised I did pretty good. I hated the song. I hate it to this day.
But did you bring that? I
deleted the song. Don't ask me to bring it. No, I have it, but I will never record it.
It's always bad at the time, and then when you look back, you're like, man, that was actually could have been cool.
No, actually, I listened to it again. It was terrible.
Well, that's cool. You mentioned like the face paint, and all that, because I used to do some shit like that, but not face paint. I used to want to wear a half mask, half of my face, and I still have it. They still have it. It has like spikes on it and shit.
I love that.
But one thing I do still as Gemini has one white eye, and the reason I do that is because Gemini the Two-Face. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my alter ego. They're both speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like
because like with Wicked Ink, I have the skull mask. Man, like FB3 as me.
Yeah.
I was gonna have the Roman numerals on my forehead. Of the number 3. Because like it goes by Frank Butler III.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I have the Roman numerals on there. I would have it.
Yo, even your real name sounds like a badass rapper name.
Man, I'm just named after my daddy, man.
Yeah. It's a cool name.
It is, right?
Dude, imagine like Butler III. I mean, it almost
you literally as soon as you say your name goes with like Brockhampton, Kendrick Lamar. It does, dude.
That sounds like Carter to me.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, but I am not on their level, man. I barely started. Like those guys are complete legends in their own way, but we working our way up.
Hopefully we can. Hey, hopefully we can be one day. Maybe.
No, you guys are definitely, man. You guys definitely have it. You know what I'm saying? You guys definitely have something that could definitely blow up, especially when it comes to the Central Valley. And you guys need to keep going, man. I want to see you guys network with other people that are here in the Central Valley. There's a lot of dope names, man. And I mean, just like I've mentioned, who I'm big fans of. You guys need to reach out to like NC Wicks, reach out to. Man, I could go off Billy. Billy Sales. You know what I'm saying? You guys need to link with Billy Sales. Link up with 4321 Records. You know, I mean, they're always having shows. I know when it comes more to like, if anything, like the genre of music you guys make, you guys need to get connected with strummers. So if you guys could you guys could hit on my boy J-Dub. He's one of the guys who pretty much is like in contact with like booking art. Like if artists call strummers to book it, he's the guy they're talking to about booking.
Isn't Billy Sales is a promoter, right?
Yeah, and he's a rapper and he's a host.
Yeah, where does he go?
Yeah,
I met that dude before.
Yeah, he has a show right now. He's at that rave show that's going down in Visalia right now. There's like an EDM festival thing going on right now.
Ruba there.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine? I want to perform Ruba and Telly so freaking bad.
Man.
Yeah.
I love those. And also, obviously, I really want to do.
Well, tonight you guys are performing.
That's true.
Yeah. My mouth. Yeah.
By the way, we were talking about disguises. I just wanted to point out that I do some Cypress Hill, big influence too.
Let's go.
I love how they and this wasn't like exclusive, but I saw actually this. It just kind of gives me Cypress Hill vibes. But when I was in Fire Academy, we would always put our hats up like military style, so we'd have it raised up in the back.
Okay.
So I always wear my hat down like this, and in pictures the shadow conceals my face. So I feel like that's kind of my version of like the disguise. It's like I hide my face with a hat. Anyways, just a little thing. I thought I'd throw mine in there.
That's dope, man.
I thought I'd throw my hat in the just for a second. But.
No. Hey, so what are like some, we talked about music videos. I'm going to help you guys with getting some shows too, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Get you guys maybe lined up with, even there was just one on Wednesday you guys could have showed up to at the Full Circle Brewery in Fresno.
Oh,
it was the hip hop night, graffiti nights, open mic.
Damn.
So they had breakdancer, they had b-boys. I'm going to one next Friday, which is another open mic cipher. And I heard it's $1,000 prize. So I think so. Yeah. So if you guys want to go to Fresno, I'm going to be there with my boy Concept. We're going to be out there rapping, freestyling, and whoever has the best bars.
Could you write this stuff down for me?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Really
cool.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I remember I performed at Full Circle Brewery because I had a couple bands back like way long ago, and I was in like some metal bands. Like I had a band I started, and I had a metal band with a couple of my old buddies.
Okay.
And, so performing Full Circle was really fun. The crowd there is cool. It's
a dope venue.
They have like tables there, so it's like kind of weird.
The stage is huge.
It is a big stage. Well, the outside one is huge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one's even huger.
They have you in they have you inside though. It's a little like kind of awkward, but it's a pretty good venue. Honestly, I really like Full Circle, man.
So yeah, we'll definitely do some Full Circle ones. I think there's gonna be another one coming up pretty soon. So yeah. Any more plans for the rest of the year? Any goals that you guys are trying to reach? I mean, any more projects?
So yeah, we definitely gonna have more projects coming up. Like he brought up the Alter Ego. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be an EP. Like we're gonna have a couple artists on there. So we already threw in Swizz, Scarecrow, and whatnot.
Dope, man. That is so dope.
And definitely, I want to start working on another album. After the EP, I want to start working on some more. I don't know, more sensitive stuff. I like keeping our like hectic style. I like that crazy stuff, but I'm kind of
going a little crunchy.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I might want to work in some more like R&B style stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm definitely gonna keep the old style because I love making those kind of beats and just doing that kind of rap. But we're gonna be working on like another album too.
Hit me up. Nah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'll get you.
We got the Latin influence in guitar and stuff. So if you can bring the Spanish, dude.
Yeah, I'll bless you guys with a whole Spanish verse. I'll kill it.
Man, and say less. Yeah, you definitely did it.
And then personally, I'm gonna be graduating, and hopefully applying to nursing school in the. I'm gonna be applying to nursing school in the spring. Hopefully, getting in the fall.
Okay.
As far as I might be like.
So sometime next year you'll be a full time.
Well, that's the plan right now. I want to get into nursing school, but obviously, I put I make as much time for my music as I possibly can, and that doesn't compromise my passion on that. But career wise, I'm gonna be graduating with my AA right now. A little bit late, but better late than never.
No, you still gotta get it.
Yeah,
like
I said, it ain't never late, honestly.
Yeah, there's never late to nothing, bro. Yeah,
absolutely. But definitely more projects coming too, and obviously there will not be any compromise for quality. No matter how you get busy and stuff, but no compromise for quality whatsoever. So you guys will be seeing more stuff in the coming year.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, he's doing that. I'm in my process of becoming a correctional officer, and so far it's going good. I'm just waiting for the next step to come up.
Let's go.
So I'm doing that to kind of help, not only just to get my own little studio set up to continue on as Ghost Mom, but of course to try to get my parents their own dream house as well.
Go,
and
man.
Going on like that, my own career route. School wasn't my thing. I'm gonna say that much. Yeah, I graduated high school, but I ain't got no AAs. School ain't for everybody. It's not for me. But I got my own little personal redemption I gotta take care of, and I feel like the correctional officer is the perfect route for me to go.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I've always looked up to COs. I have a lot of homies that are COs, and I always respected that field. I actually work, I would say, a little bit for like the correction officer side, but I work for the lawyers who are lawyers specifically for correction officers.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
And there's always court for that because every day So I work a little bit in that too. That's a part-time thing I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
so
amazing.
the girl that's the supervisor there at the building. she's always telling me stories like, oh, today we had to do this and this. And I'm like, that's crazy stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And one of my closest friends, best friends, in fact, he was like my brother since forever. Derek Jackson. He's a CO in Corcoran.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So a huge shout out to him. He's the one who he gave me the idea of what to do throughout the process of being a CO. So he's been helping me out throughout this whole thing, and I want to give a huge props out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him.
This dude works super hard too, man. This guy, he's been at this dream, and he's been nailing it. He's been doing everything he has to do.
How old are you guys, if you guys mind me asking?
I just turned 27 back in April.
Okay, man, you guys are young.
Oh, shoot,
April 4th.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, April 27. He's probably like very 21.
I'm 20. Well, thank you. You are too kind. I'm 27, and my closer friends, Ween, she loves to make fun of me that I'm like gonna turn 1,000,000 years old. So I appreciate that.
If anything, I thought you guys were younger, bro. I'm gonna give you guys that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
If anything,
I thought, and maybe it's just me. I'm 36, bro.
You ain't 36.
Yeah.
I thought you.
My wife says I'm still young. I'm like, hell yeah, I am.
Yeah.
No, honestly, bro. I think just to say, I don't think there's no such thing as an old age. Not at least you're like really grandpa. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're like, you know.
But that's like how your mentality is too.
Yeah, exactly.
My mom buys all these plastic water bottles too, and it's good to have them around because you all get to take them everywhere. All those plastics are keeping me young too. Microplastics all up in here too.
Yeah, so I think, and then like even too like dressing a certain way. Like I still wear Vans and stuff. Like the Vans with the flames on it, and
those are clean.
I like cool stuff. Like it's not like I'm gonna one day just be like, oh, I'm just gonna wear what I know. I'm still into the cool stuff.
I was like staring at those for like a minute, and I was trying.
Dude, I had to cop these because I was like, dude, I don't like regular stuff. You should see some other Vans that have they're like real flames on them.
Are they custom or
no? They're just I forgot what they're called. They're like a Van that I saw someone have them. I was like, I had to have them. So
you hear that, Vans? You getting a free sponsorship right now.
Yeah, for real. No, I need to get a Taco Bell sponsorship first before.
Yeah.
He brought Taco Bell. He brought the first time I ever came. He brought Taco Bell. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's speaking my love language too.
Did you know you were here on November too? The memory popped up on my
true.
It was on November, yeah. But we did it inside. That was my recording studio.
That's right.
That's tight.
It was too cold. I was like, I'm not gonna put Spice Nico outside.
That was so cool too. But like, he brought Taco Bell. I was like,
yeah.
This is my love language. Taco Bell. I had to lay off, dude.
Yeah.
I was having Taco Bell a little bit too much, especially when I was like bulking.
Bubble guts with the hot sauce.
Yeah.
Dude, the $5 box, man.
Let's go.
I'm glad they took it off the menu. If not,
I haven't ate Taco Bell since the last time it got me sick. It was like 2 years ago.
Damn.
And there was only one taco. It was only one certain Taco Bell, right? Which is the one right here in Tulare, right on Barsley. Shout out to you guys. Fuck you guys. But I think it was the lettuce. I think it was old. But I just don't go to that one. You know what I'm saying? So like if I'm like in LA or somewhere like far, because like around here I won't eat out a lot. Like not at least it's a taco truck, but like Taco Bell is like the last place I'll eat.
You don't hit the Taco Bell that's on Prosperity?
No. I know what you're talking about. That's the older building one. No, but like if I'm in LA or something, I'll Taco Bell. You know, like because I don't like eating at like places I've never been to and shit. So
yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but
last time, like speaking on that, I had cheesy gordita crunch on the one on Mooney over here by COS. Got me sick, bro.
Oh, I was gonna say because I think that's the best Taco Bell.
Or maybe it wasn't that one, but there was a Taco Bell. I had a cheese.
Maybe it was the one more down the street, the one by 5 and Below over there by where like across from Walmart.
It could be that. Because I ate a cheesy gordita crunch, and now I'm on chalupas, like, ever since then, but that thing got me sick, bro.
Yeah.
It was like, not just like nausea, like, I was just like pain.
Yeah, like it fucked, like, yeah, that's how I felt.
It's the cheese that messed y'all stomach up.
Dude, did you know at one point they had, like, the Whopper or something, or the Big Mac considered a weapon of mass destruction?
Oh my God.
So I'm not surprised that, like, man.
Dude, there's a guy somewhere, I don't know where he's from, he has a Big Mac, like, in one of those glass cases. Yeah. So, like, you know, like when you could keep it forever, bro, it looks the same. Like it hasn't like.
You didn't put it in a vacuum or anything?
No, like it's just, and that's why people are like, wait, how long have you had it? They're like this long, and they're like, damn, what the hell is McDonald's made out of? You know, like they're tripping on
paste. And
yeah.
It's like so they take. The only thing that I don't agree with is that they say like pink paste, right? I'm not like a fast food like advocate, but it's pink paste. but it's just like finely ground. It's also like not good cuts of meat, but it's like finely ground leftover meat. But it's still like meat. It's not like I guess maybe it is just plastic.
At least it's not like
I don't know. Is it just meat? Because I feel like it's meat.
It's not you because like Wendy's do the same thing. Like with like all the uneaten meat, they turn that into chili.
Right. Well, isn't it just like really finely ground beef, or is it like plastic? Actually, I don't know.
It's
we probably have no idea. Even
yeah.
It's meat glue, so they put glue in it? What do you mean? My mom says it's meat glue.
You know what? Actually, yeah, I've heard about meat being glued, and you know what they use? They use cardboard. Like whatever the fucking thing cardboard has, like to whatever, right? That's what's in the meat. So we're eating cardboard meat.
And gunpowder chicken nuggets too. They got grenades.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I just had McDonald's too.
Flammable, bro.
Yeah.
I just had McDonald's too. I ain't
Hot Cheetos are flammable. I use them to light my grill sometimes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like with charcoal, I'll throw hot Cheetos in there and I light like that's my starting
That's
fluid.
why American food's illegal in other countries.
Yeah.
Too. That's
literally.
Freaking over there, dudes, like they'll pat you down.
They're like, oh, we don't sell fruit gushers here. I'm like, why? It's cancer. Like, what?
They have to put a warning on Burger King that these ingredients can cause cancer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what the heck, bro? I mean, they had a Burger King or a Carl's Jr. at my high school, and we'd walk up there and said, oh, hey, and like we'd all make a joke like, haha. I'm like, oh, it says it causes cancer. We're eating at Carl's Jr. I'm like, looking back, I'm like, dude.
Yeah, crazy shit.
Carl's Jr. is expensive for no reason.
All right. Ghost Mob.
Ghost Mob.
Yeah, only if it was October, it would have fit in perfectly, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's all right.
All right, we got to get into these spicy questions. All right, man. And let's run through these pretty quick, just because we got to still knock out that performance for you guys.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm not gonna ask too many spicy questions, but we're gonna get some really cool ones in for you guys. Okay? This one's sponsored by these nuts. Nah. All right, spicy questions. All right, let's ask. Both of you guys have, separate answers. So let me ask this first spicy question. All right. Let's start with FB.
All right.
All right. Frank Butler,
yes,
the third. What's the first thing you think of when you wake up?
Why I gotta go to work? That's the thing. I hate going to work. It's
yeah.
Like,
bro, that's the first. Somebody said like, "Oh, check my phone," or "I gotta go take a leak." But I think that's the first thing I do too, Monday through Friday. Man, I gotta go to work.
Just with my current job, because I said I'm working 12 hours.
Yeah.
Waking up 6 to 6. I get little to no rest. That's how it is with me.
Yeah. What about you, See No Evil?
So, I'm gonna sound like a lot. I'm gonna sound very privileged when I say this. I work nights too.
Okay.
So, but my hours are definitely not like 12 hours. I wake up, and this is gonna sound like super derivative, right? But first thing I wake up when I wake up in the morning, I think like how can I fit music in my free time before I have to like go to school or work or whatever? How can I fit what I'm trying to do in my free time? First thing I think about, and then obviously
that's how I used to think when my younger self was like that.
And everything. I'm happy to see my lovely family. Let me get a cup of coffee. But those three things,
right?
I remember me before, like, if anything, before the family life, like getting married and having kids. I think, dude, I would wake up and just music, like right away, bro. Like, just what am I gonna do today that could change like my world,
Yeah,
and now it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's not like that anymore. It still is, but my family comes first with everything, you know.
Of course.
So if anything, I wouldn't say music replaced it, but it's like, if you ask me, like, what are you going to chase more? I'm like, well, I'm going to chase, the family bag. Even though it might not make sense to a lot of people, but, like, music is it's risky to invest all your time into it and then kind of, like, leave your family out of it till you kind of feel like, like, fuck.
And that relationship would be strained and everything, and then just, like, neglecting.
Yeah, so that's why I'm happy, like, as my son gets older, I'm even telling them, I'm like, dude, one day I'm going to give you a camera. You better learn how to hold that camera the way I want you to hold it. And one day, I'm going to tell you to push record, So sooner or later he'll come with me. And then one day I'm going to get so old, then he's going to be the rapper next,
Yeah, that's going to be tight.
Yeah, he already does it. I'll play beats in the car and he's all rhyming. Dad, I want to rap next. And I'm like, all right.
You kind of make it feel like your family feeds your passion and your love for what you're doing even more. Like my mom is like my biggest supporter
That's
all the
dope.
time. So it's like having her around feeds that self-assuredness too, and like having your family.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know, you have responsibilities and everything, but they feed that passion too and your desire because they make you feel alive. You know?
Yeah, that's so dope. I was gonna say I'm surprised your mom came, but I was like, no, she's been coming to everything since you're doing. Yeah,
she's gonna be here every
last time I think it was your dad too, and
my pop and Brennan was here.
Yeah, that's right. That day was dope.
We've been friends since 2.
That day was a party. I remember you guys showed up, and then all the other rappers showed up. Everybody showed up. Yeah.
Devon was here. Flyboy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah, and then the other homie you like too, my boy. What the hell? Fucking
Why am I blanking?
Labyrinth.
Yeah. I saw you interviewed him the other day.
Yeah, he was the last one before you.
Yeah.
I remember he told me, he's like, dude, Spicy Equals hella dope. I was like, dude, you guys need to make music together. You guys like definitely go well together.
Labyrinth, dude. Where
Labby, hit him up. You guys need a fucking by the way, you need a feature already.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
He wants to know.
Yeah, the dog wants to know too.
What is your? Let's go back to you, and then we'll go.
Sure.
What is your biggest fear?
Oh man, like, are we talking like phobias? Are we talking?
Yeah, you can name any fear type. You could say maybe any type of fear.
I have a phobia of wide open spaces.
Oh shit!
Like deserts and stuff.
Okay.
Freak me out. You know what? Flying on airplanes. I can't. I do just something about
Flying?
knowing that there's 30,000 feet underneath me, and like my feet.
His feet won't touch the
30,000
ground.
feet are separated by like, just maybe like 10 feet of like very thin metal.
Yeah.
It's something that just freaks me out. I have a friend who's a pilot, and he's like kind of soothing my mind on the whole thing. But when it comes to like deeper fears, man, I don't know. I feel like maybe I guess my biggest fear would be kind of like just losing myself to please others. Like at any point, losing who I am to try to please other people. I feel like that would be really compromising my integrity if I was anything other than.
Yeah.
That's a big fear for me.
Yeah,
I think.
like I feel you on that.
But I find myself sometimes tempted to do that, and I always have to just stop myself and realize that there's more value in being authentic all the time. Anyways, Frank.
Man, I say for me, I can't really think of any phobias that I'm aware of. Like, I'd be lying if I say I got no fears. But one of my biggest fears was, and still is disappointing my family. And I've done that once before. Like I did join the military. It became an epic fail, and with that failure, I really felt the disappointment out of my family that I failed them, not just them, but the whole United States. So it took a huge toll on me, and it affected me within these past 4 years. And like not being able to kind of like open up to myself, of like how he kind of explained it. Me not being able to do that, it kind of ended my engagement, because I was recently engaged, and due to me not opening up and not showing expression, I lost my fiance. Still on good terms and everything. Wish her the best and whatnot, but feel like just disappointing my loved ones was my biggest hit on me. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I still am afraid of disappointing them, but it's kind of it helps me evolve in a way.
So now you'll probably say more your fear of failing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're like on the road to where you feel like kind of like success, you know what I'm saying? So you can't fail.
Yeah. So like I'm kind of at the point where like I do have like family that do depend on me, so I don't want to be that burden feeling like a burden for that second time. Yeah. So it's like a personal redemption. Like I said. Yeah. Dealing with a situation like that, like I said, it was part of the reason why my engagement ended. I felt like I wasn't myself for the past 4 years. I lost motivation. I gained weight, but it's just like I wasn't me, and that dark side kind of was like slowly eating me up, and it just like as it ate me up, I just needed like a boost, and over time I was actually able to finally kind of uplift myself day by day. But it's that self-doubt. I mean, just got to fight it.
That's good, man. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Well, one thing you got to remember from me, like from homie to homie, bro, is like, don't let the things that you can't control at all control pretty much how you feel, because we can't control everything. The only things we can control are like pretty much like the things we say. I think that's like the main thing we're most control of.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? So
the way we react.
Yeah. So
like, I've always been trying to like over pleasing people, or trying to please. Like I kind of like lost myself trying to please others, and like you could eat yourself up a little bit too.
Yeah. Well, let's go, man. We're gonna definitely, especially not the year's almost over, 2025. It's gonna be dope. Mm-hmm. You know, we gotta look forward to more dope and more better. I mean, if anything, just better times, bro.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, it was a 2024, man. It's the worst year of my life. I'll say that much.
You're telling me, bro. I wouldn't say the worst. Just because of me saying I've had worse, and then I am blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like having a family. Right. I think if anything, like, because I'm quick to fucking like put myself down.
Right.
And then I'm quick to like think I'm like a piece of shit. But then I'm like, my son reminds me every day that I'm like the best person in the world. So like it definitely puts me like,
it's a big motivation.
I don't think selfishly, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah,
because I'm quick to do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm very quick.
Yeah, I do say that like 2024 is the worst year, but it's not the end of a life.
Yeah.
But it's also like, dude, look how far you've come.
Yeah.
Like even personally, just watching you, bro.
Yeah. If anything, now that you're telling me, it's actually like a surprise, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I think just maybe, because we're just talking music here. I would have never imagined you like as if I'm a fan and you're the rapper I like, I'll be like, dude, you're so dope at music, and then you come to me telling me this, I'm like, wow. Yeah. I would have never thought that.
Yeah,
I just think you're a fucking badass rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man. Like I still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, bro. You were talking.
I say it's still something to got a lot of learning to life. I've always one thing I have learned from my pops was to never let a bad moment ruin the whole day. So I've since learning that, I grew up dealing with that way. So yeah, I had a whole bunch of bad days, bad moments, and whatnot. And especially in July, it was pretty hectic. But at the same time, experiencing what I experienced, of course, I'm always thankful to God that I'm still alive to this day. And that's one thing that I always look forward to. I always thank God every morning.
That's me, bro. Thank God in the morning. Thank God before I go to sleep. Yeah, you know what I mean? Good, and that's the number one thing for everything. I thank God. Thank God before I get in my car, go to work. Thank God for my house, coming home to my house. You know, it's like everything, because it's like you never know, I think. And I think it's because I've done it for so long, like just putting myself down and shit. And then this year, bro, I mean, just to let everybody know here, and I need to clip this. My boy clipped this, but this year has been also one of the hardest for me, and more in the podcast world, because I've been fighting like this feeling where like there's days where I don't want to do this anymore. Like I literally don't want to do podcasting, but I don't think, like when I think about it, it's not literally that I don't want to do podcasting. It's what the podcasting brings.
Right.
I sometimes feel like there's so many people out here that are looking to be heard and stuff, looking to be heard and to be motivated and for them to be seen. And I feel like I put that platform for people, and when I do it, it's like nobody wants to step up. Mm-hmm. And so it discourages me. Like it makes me feel like, am I not doing it right enough for you guys? Like, why are you guys not supporting me like I'm supporting you guys? Like, you know what I mean? And it literally puts me down. Like I get sad at that. Like I'm using the word sad because literally I feel sad that rappers don't want to be on my show, because it's like, this show is for you guys.
Yeah.
And if you guys are not showing me like, we don't want to do that shit, it's like, what? Like,
it's kind of like,
that breaks my heart. Like,
in a way that, because like like you're that's only this is my first time meeting you. You're very, knowing you already, you're a very helpful person. So it's like help me, help you.
Yeah,
I want to help you out.
Yeah,
so
you're very giving. And generous.
Like I wish I had more, and trust me, bro, I'm gonna give you guys more. I mean, I just offered you guys a free music video, and it's not just one. I want to do more with you guys, and everybody that's been on the show knows this. Like, let me shoot your music video, right? And sometimes it's like some people. Honestly, like if I'm telling you guys right now, like let's shoot a music video. But if you don't want to shoot a music video with me, then just tell me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's people who have like, I feel like maybe it's because they want me to keep reaching out to them, like showing them like.
You feel like people flake? Like people flake a lot?
If anything, it's just the way I put it in my words. It's like people just don't want to fuck with me, and that's it. Because either they're just like, nah. It could be a lot of things. It could be, nah, we already have our people.
Right.
Or two, trust. Like, nah, you know what? This guy could be a snake. Yeah. He could be somebody who maybe, steals stuff, something like that. It could be like the thing people have trust issues on, you know what I'm saying? So
based on past experiences.
Yeah. Right. So to me, it's like, those are just the type of things that like put me down, you know what I'm saying? Right. But at the end of the day, I think people will understand where I'm coming from, especially when they sit down right in front of me. And then the relationship we continue to have after this podcast. Because everybody knows over and over, once you're on the show, I want to keep networking. Yeah. And it's not just podcasting. That's why I just said I could get you guys shows. Yeah. I could get you guys music videos, networking to other people, because I just want to be that guy to like introduce you guys to other things that are out there, because you guys might not know of them. Yeah. And it's going to help you guys out to grow in the Central Valley. You guys want to create a fan base, and you guys will get a fan base, because if I know these artists that are my friends and they have huge fan base, what makes me think that you guys are not going to get the same either? Right. And these rappers are from our area. Yeah. Getting paid $200, $500 a verse already. Like what we get paid a week working at fucking Chipotle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so if anything, it's like I'm trying to like school these people into like just giving them more hope, because I can't really show them like the ropes of. Actually, I could, because I've done it all. I've done it all. The only thing I didn't do is get rich off of it. Yeah. I never got to experience the getting rich part. But to tell me that I've been in all these studios and all these concerts behind the scenes and meeting people and, understanding what this world really is. Yeah.
Multifaceted experience though too.
Yeah.
You've not just been in studios, but you also have like podcasting, the art, the videography stuff.
Yeah.
It's a whole process that not a lot of people understand.
Yeah. I feel like I'm always gonna say I've been everywhere, but the business side of it, which is like where like it comes to like getting you paid, Yeah. Yeah. But
can I be honest with you a little bit too?
Yeah.
It's like my biggest problem has always felt like the same thing. It's like I feel like I have so much to offer, but I feel like often I was never taken seriously. Like people would never understand where I was trying to come from, and so like same thing. People wouldn't mess with me. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, a lot of times getting people to follow through with me. And so I still experience that all the time, bro. Like, being able to do it all. Like, I can, do artwork, beats, all this stuff, production, mastering, all this stuff.
Dude, I want some of your beats. I was going to say that. I want some of your beats.
Hey, bro, I have, like, a ton. That dude, honestly, if you're interested, man, I could show you, like, my catalog. But, I just felt like I've dealt with the same thing. And I had to learn how to do it. And I'm thankful. And it's like a God-given gift. Like, I don't take credit. God has given me that gift. And I've had great mentors and stuff, but like getting people to follow through and actually like even try to support me through it, I had to do it like all myself. You know what I'm saying? Pretty
just
much.
Like me here on TALKO Network, all by myself.
That's what I'm saying, and I feel like, and it hurts too. And like these past 2 years even have been super hard for me as well. Like we were all talking about like our last year. My past 2 years have been really hard. Yeah. I was dealing with heart problems during like 2022.
Really?
And sent me to the ER. They had to send me to the ER for that. I've been going and saw a cardiologist. I was like freaking waking up in the middle of the night panicking. My heart rate would like jump up, and dealing with that stuff and like feeling like I lost almost everything too, because things I would try to find comfort in were not like it felt like I couldn't go to those things anymore because you're always like thinking like, dang, am I not gonna wake up tomorrow, stuff like that. And then this year's, it's been, but like at the same time, I found myself growing closer to God too. And this year hasn't been short of pain either, but at the same time, immense growth, right? Like the growth we see. And it's like sometimes you feel like you're in it all alone. Like that's the thing. I felt like I was like in this all alone. It's safe for my family, and then the people who actually stick with me, and like again, my brother Renan, shout out, known that guy since I was 2, love him. Ween, dude, she always has been there to support me, and but you feel like you're kind of alone and have to do it on your own, and you feel like you kind of don't fit anywhere at all. And I've always felt like that. Like
I feel on that. You might also be afraid to ask for help too, which is on that side is
me too.
It's a little bit of a pride thing, and I have that issue myself where I don't ask.
Super bad at that.
Yeah, I'm bad at that. Like I have.
Me too.
I don't ask my family for help for whatever I'm struggling with. It's just like pride as a man. It's an unhealthy thing, but man, we kind of ask for help through silence.
Yeah.
And that there is unhealthy that we all got to work on asking for help, and it's okay to ask help, especially no matter what the circumstances is.
And when you ask for help, it's almost like you're giving up control, and like we want control over. Like you said, like don't focus on the things you can't control, but like naturally you want that. And so when you ask for help, genuinely, it's almost like you're giving that control, and it could feel like you're giving that control to that other person. And it's like, what have you done? And like even like you said, the pride of man. When you're like asking for help and you feel like you're giving a part of yourself, the vulnerable part of yourself, to someone else, it's like, who are you, bro? How did you earn this from me? And it can be like almost a thing that asking for help can be like something that might even garner resentment sometimes, because it's like, why should I need to ask for help? I got it. I'm good. I'm me. I need to keep myself to myself. That's a tough thing, dude. But like this, like everything that we've been through, you've been through this year, and for the past 2 years with me, and and you past 4 years, past 2 years with me, and honestly, it goes on and on. Like, a lot of pain, but a lot of growth. I've seen myself come so far, but also feel like so very like lonely, because I feel like I don't fit anywhere at all, and I never really have felt like I fit anywhere. Even trying to like go in with, crap, like even, and I'm not like just trying to get along with anybody. I just felt like you just don't fit. Something just doesn't quite rub people the right way, or maybe like it's just something, it just doesn't meld well. Yeah, and that can also lead to why people like don't fuck with you, right? Or whatever. And I think sometimes you know what I mean. But needless to say, it can be a blessing too, being able to be your own person and being an individual and see that individual growth is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And
it's cool. Like also, sometimes that also kind of depends on who you ask for, who you ask help for.
It's true.
Like I said, a few of my friends, Freddie and Juan, like we helped each other out. We grew up together. There was like a point in time where I was really down, and my boy Freddie, he helped me up, and same way with my boy Juan. Sometimes like you always been taught to keep your brothers close. Let's say you're my brother as well. You always keep each other close too.
Absolutely.
Like I said, just kind of like certain things like that. When I was down in the dumps, they helped me up. Just like even just like a little bit of help was a lot more than you really needed, a lot more than you expected, and that's where a lot of the small prayers they actually come into play too. Because a lot of people don't understand, like the smallest things can make the biggest difference. And I've always been the type to want to return the favors one way or another. And I'm pretty sure like you went through the same process yourself too, I believe.
Yeah, bro. And I'm still going through it now. Like even right now, just to be totally honest with you guys, like I hope even like after today, like I hope I could really like build a relationship with you guys to where we could like just have fun and do this music shit together. Because at the end of the day, I'm not expecting anything back from you guys. And I'm talking like money, like I think I've mentioned a lot of times on the podcast that one of the reasons why I started podcasting is because when I would think about like other rappers, I never would think about making music. All I would think about is being friends with them, because all I wanted to do is talk with them. Like obviously that's what a friend is, like talk to them, you know? Like you, it's like me, like I have like Wiz Khalifa, right? Yeah. He's one of my favorite rappers. and I don't know who he is. Pause, like as a man, but like I want to be his homie so bad, because it's like, dude, I've followed you on like your day to days and like who you are as like a guy, and like you're like the type of homie I would want to like interact with, but at the same time make music, but like the fun way, like
Right.
like if I know how to do cameras, like, hey, let me vlog you for a few days. Like I'm gonna enjoy, even though we're gonna be having fun.
For the love.
Yeah, for the love.
Dude. Like,
Yeah.
That's what's missing, dude.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can admit with myself, I am so intense sometimes. It can be crazy. So, but for the love is something that's genuinely missing.
Yeah.
That's so important. Just to be able to collab, like friends, like the Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what so many people start doing music for in the first
Yeah.
place.
Right.
Is for that.
Yeah. And then the other stuff will come after, dude. I don't know how it works, because I never seen it, but like I know, like I'm pretty sure like the Alchemist, before he was with Eminem, Alchemist, I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Alchemist wasn't thinking about money right away. His thing was like, bro, I'm with M. My name is gonna be next to M. And M never even mentioned it. Hey, so how much are you gonna charge me, Alchemist? You know, nothing like that. It just randomly one day they're all having fun, love's in the air. They're not even thinking about money, and one day just, oh, by the way, Alchemist, here's a $50,000, or not even 50,000. Here's there's 500,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you're just like surprised, because you never even thought about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how genuine I want this world has to be, the music world. And there's a lot of motherfuckers out there who are only worrying about other shit, and I don't give a fuck. Good luck with your money.
I might be able to get some sort of connection with X-Rated. I said my uncle Black Mac, he knows X-Rated, and he actually met a few times and everything.
That's dope.
So I spoke with X a little bit to kind of give me some tips on like how to improve as an artist. He basically said to kind of stick to what your creativity of what you like. But
that's cool. He never even mentioned money or anything.
yeah, he didn't mention.
Cool dude for that.
Yeah, he didn't mention no money or anything. But yeah, he gave me like some great advice, which like that's why I really do appreciate from X.
Yeah.
But yeah, like as in when you brought like more than music, of course, like
we're chemists. Is like I always explain it. We're like chemists. Like if this is drugs or whatever, we're the chemists.
You know, it's like what you can
like
make
we're just trying to make a very good product, and whoever the seller is, let that motherfucker be. Sell it to him, and you worry about selling that shit.
And
you
also,
know what I'm saying?
a bunch of minds come together. That's so the stuff you can make when multiple people come together. I did want to say. Also, though, just back to the one thing I did want to mention is like you were talking about all the stuff you've been through,
right?
And I know I brought this up twice.
Yeah, you did.
But you could see how that pain is communicated in this our new album. You could see how the pain and the anger and the frustration. I talk a lot about fake friends because I've had to deal like even this last 2 years and even more, even
before that.
But the kind of people that you'd expect to be there for you all the time, and then you realize like what they're actually doing behind the scenes and how they're trying to get in your head and break you down is crazy, dude.
Super.
And the way people actually view you when you're not around. And I'm like, fake friends. I comment a lot on society and a lot about the way that just the kind of things that really bother me and just kind of can be demoralizing.
Yeah.
All those things we break down and really go in heavy. Little humorous twist.
Yeah. We gotta have humor on it, but like more on that story side of all of all of like the underground stuff that he kind of brought up with of like bringing up the feelings in. So basically, like I said, with the alter ego, a lot of that story is gonna be on that EP that kind of has more depth into it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, dude. Well, speaking of the album, I want to hear you guys' album. Well, at least let's hear some pieces of it. I know you guys. I know you guys can't give us the whole album tonight, which would be super dope, right?
Hey.
But
it's coming out on the 7th, so just give us 2 weeks.
Let's go. All right. Let's take a really little quick short break for everybody who's watching live. We're gonna take a short break. Don't leave. If anything, go restroom break real quick, but stay on. We'll be back right now in a few minutes. It'll be quick, and we'll be back with the performance from GHO559MOB with FB3, See No Evil, right now, right here on TALKO Network, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back, all right? Y'all stay tuned. Let's go.
Yo.
Hey, dude. Frank, look, there you are.
Ooh, here we go. TALKO Network. I am your host, Gemini. Let me lower this mic, it's too loud. Gemini559, what's up? We're here, TALKO Network. It's about to get lit right now here in the studio, right here in the taco cabin, as we like to say. So right now, they about to bless the stage right now. Right here on TALKO Network, they're gonna perform some of their dopest songs from the project. A few from the project. My boy FB3, my boy See No Evil, Ghost Mob. You know they're in the building. They're about to rock it, man. Make sure y'all hire that fucking TV, that cell phone, connect that Bluetooth speaker, whatever you got, man. You guys gotta bang this shit right now. Let's go, man. Giving it up.
Yo, this one has not been released yet, but we know you'll like it. Well, at least we're darn tootin' hoping you do. Let's see. Let's go, bro. This is my favorite. This is probably arguably my favorite one. I won't even lie. That one and the other one's my favorite one. Which one? Ruba. Man, I love Ruba too. Yeah. Ruba was my little baby. Yeah. 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 Look. The one and only FB3. I set a blaze up in this motherfucking place. I think this time I'll come on your girlfriend's face. I'm winning the race and niggas don't know my name. Dropping bombs just like propane. Little bitch get away just like OJ. Now you know I spit that ether. That pussy, I'ma eat her. I don't care if that's your wife. I'm about to take her down and then I'ma stab her with a knife. Back then, motherfucking bitches kept laughing. Saying everything wouldn't be good at rapping. This ain't no passion, but this is my satisfaction. Who would want to see my evil twin and I collabing? Be a fucking legend. Cali's what I'm repping. If I kill a nigga on the mic, will I get the death sentence? I am the nigga that y'all should have
drugs many times. I'm sick of liking them. Don't ask me where I am tonight. I do not want to lie to you. You got no survival drive, and you cannot survive defeat. I know I got that talk.
Diamonds on my wrist, 2 horns on my forehead. Where my halo watch, she turned it into Michael Kors. Nylon on my hands, double bag with the grade. It got several pegs, took that shit to the bank. To the bank.
To the bank. To the bank. To the bank.
It got several pegs, took that shit to the bank.
First off, simply put, this ain't personal. I'm a doctor like Dre, but not the one that's surgical. I'm the kind of carnivore that you never heard before. Verbiage got bite to it, I'll eat you like a herbivore. You don't wanna make me turn into a verbal assassin. You bleed to death, the last thing you see will be me laughing. I'm a villain in my sense of probably see me digging in her spine. Got an evil brain like that strange nigga Techno. Watch out, hold up, yes sir, yes sir. I'm off but not I eat the human meat while it's burned. Oh, sorry bitch, I forgot that I was the villain. I got no evil spits of acid on these midgets. I be cook up these whack ass rappers in the kitchen. Eat a little puddle, leave them salty and bitchin'. Listen, I rock with the legends, you shouldn't be dissing. I'll let your ass with my knife and leave your head missing. A lot of motherfuckers think they crazy till they face us. Cino is dangerous.
We're too damn cantankerous.
Gonna make it to the top. Who are you?
You knew that shit.
Motherfucking ghost mob.
Talk sweet, come by me, bitch.
Ghost mob.
Thank you.
Much love.
GHO559, baby.
Shout out to the TALKO Network. One and only FB3, See No Evil.
See
Much
no
love.
EP3.
Ghost Mob.
Go small, baby.
Deuces.
God bless. That was wild, bro. That was actually freaking sick. Yeah, absolutely. So Ghost Mob. Well, hey, bro, you want to give your personal or what?
So, first of all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Instagram, the only _ FB3. You're going to see that on there.
So our group page is GHO559MOB. You can find us. You'll see a picture, a lovely little picture of us on there.
Yeah, facts, man.
Personal soft kill project _music. That's my own personal account. I just be advertising all our stuff and some personal stuff, you know. But yeah, follow us and also on TikTok, GHO559MOB on TikTok as well. And am I forgetting anything?
Not that I'm aware of.
Man. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Yeah, so check us out. And also check us out on Spotify, Apple Music. Album's dropping on the 7th, so check us out then. Appreciate you guys.
Much love.
God bless.
And appreciate you to you, Gemini.
Yes, dude. Thank you so much, Gemini. Appreciate you, homie.
Such an honor,
Appreciate
brother.
you.
Such an honor.
Oh, let me hang it. There we go. Yeah.
Shout out to the whole TALKO Network.
Absolutely,
Ruby back for sure.
Appreciate you. Have a good night, guys. God bless.
God bless.